Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I hope you guys have your coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we have some very big news to talk about, especially regarding Ecomi Utility, as the stream cap already says. As always, we're going to discuss a little bit of Bitcoin and the markets and what's happening there, but not too much today because we want to talk about Ecomi and Veve and what's going on there. But all of that right after the intro. So, good morning, everyone, and good morning to you, Motili. Glad to have you here, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button right now, right when you come in, because that's the recipe to get people in here. Felipe is also here. Hey, Felipe, you have been on the stream yesterday with Danny on Danny's channel, and now you're here. So that means you cannot have gotten much more sleep than I did. So a sip of coffee on that one. Uh, so for sure, that must be at the maximum some I don't know, 5 hours of sleep. Caro's also here. Yo, what's going on? I hope you are all well and fine. And yeah, I did a speed coffee here, right? Because I was already a little bit late. First, the coffee. After that drama yesterday, he says, yeah, and after the good news that we had yesterday for the first OMI utility in 5 years, so we are absolutely hyped, right? Yeah, true. I need coffee. Yeah, hopefully we are all drinking coffee together here. Mm. That would be the best thing. I will jump right into the news in a second, but I quickly want to thank my rare hodlers, my Patreons, my channel members, or better, only my channel members, because almost everyone here is a channel member. If you are becoming a channel member, you get minted on that screen here, and with that, you are supporting the channel as a sponsor, so this section is for you. Luke is also here. Good morning. Also, Luke was on that stream yesterday in the chat. I remember. And it's also Luke has gotten in the maximum 5 and something hours of sleep. So unless it's during the day there, I don't know. But okay, but let's jump right in. We are going to keep it nice and short, but I still want to cover it. So there is something big going on at the BRICS. So the BRICS leaders invite 6 nations, including Saudi Arabia, to join the bloc. And they are all together deciding to ditch the US dollar. So yeah, the 5 BRICS nations have invited Argentina, who is like going down in flames at the moment because of the inflation, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates to join the emerging market group, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa said on Thursday. And the bloc is made of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And they have a summit at the moment, or I think in the next day, something like that. And yeah, they want to have their own currency. They want to ditch the US dollar, and that's what they're basically discussing at the moment. So that one, just as a quick news. Then only 4 of 10 Salvadorians, you know, Salvador, where Bitcoin has been first adopted as a country thing, still use the state Bitcoin wallet after obtaining $30 Bitcoin governmental incentive, according to a report published by the US National Bureau of Economic Research. So, yeah, interesting. Most respondents spent their $30 bonus to pay for expenses in Bitcoin, and almost 20% of those who downloaded the app have not used their bonus. However, most users did not keep using Java after spreading the bonus. So what that means is Some people didn't even do it, maybe not so tech savvy. Some people usually probably cashed out and are not using that anymore. And some people might have a new wallet. But anyways, I think it's interesting to see. On the other hand, you have to say 40% are still using that wallet, right? That Bitcoin wallet. So not too shabby in these early stages. Um, yeah, then also this one here. So this is the former. So Lawrence H. Summers is the former secretary of Treasure, or yeah, Treasury, and he says this picture should be sobering to anyone convinced that we have retained price stability. So he's basically saying that we are not even close to over with inflation, right? So you see the US CPI year over year here in blue from 1966 to 82, and then we see the US CPI from 2013 to 2023 in orange line, and we see the inflation curve is looking absolutely the same. So over the next, according to them, over the next 1.5, maybe 2 years, we are coming down in inflation, but then we would rally once again, right? So yeah, that could be happening, guys. Oh, 13 people here. Very important that you smash the like button if you are here and haven't done that yet. Thanks for the like, I really appreciate it. And with that, on that note, because yesterday we had seen the Nvidia earnings, or the result of the Nvidia earnings 2 days ago, which pumped the market. Today, everyone is afraid and fearful of the Jackson Hole speech by Jerome Powell. So that is coming out today. So expect some more volatility. Speaking of volatility, let's talk here about this. Why is this not in night mode? There we go. Way more comforting, right? So gainers and losers. Just a second with the chat. So yeah, actually we do not have any more gainers, right? But maybe if we go into the top 300, we have some gainers. Yeah, we have. And look at that, Ecomi is back on the gainers list. So yeah, Safe Moon pumping, but at Bone, there's some Shibarium news or something like that coming out. But then also Veve is actually in the top gainers, and here on the side we see the top list. So yeah, Veve I already said. I meant Ecomi. Yeah. Good. But also let's look at this in the crypto bubbles, and here we see it on the week. There is Ecomi, big crypto bubble here for Ecomi. Now that's what we want to see. Ecomi pumping while the altcoins are pumping, and Ecomi being one of the big. No, Ecomi on the week is now the biggest pumper that we can find. Here you go, full screen. So Ecomi Veve Ecomi is the biggest one, and yeah, some others are correcting big time, close with Bone from Sheep. On the day is almost only of the only ones that is green, right? We are on the daily view here, so market expansion really happening through this, and at the moment we have a 2% loss in the hour, but it doesn't matter. And if we look on the month, we are one of the only ones now that month over month are green. 57% OMI move. Very, very good stuff, right? Together with some of these, but we also see there's still potential to the upside, like this acess network, 120% pump on the month. And if we look on the year, actually we are not down that bad anymore compared to what is in the market. Look at Engine, 55% almost. Look at Pancake Swap, 66%. Look at what is that, DeFi Chain, 70% down. Look at Moonbeam, Glimmer, 70% down, and so on. But also, I mean, OMI is minus 28, so not too bad, but also we see here 1,000% pumps and so on. So there's still room for Ecomi to have some massive news. But today we're celebrating the historic day that is for Ecomi to get the first utility, right? That's why we have the Ecomi mark here. We can have a way more bullish outlook right now into the future. So, and that's really good. Okay. Nonetheless, I want to quickly look at the macro. I'm going to refresh this. So yesterday it was extremely interesting because, oh, that's the weekly, but look at this. Look, so the Nasdaq, we had seen this relief rally where we'd also say, okay, maybe or this back test to the upside, and that, look at this dump. So this, the green candle here, was the Nvidia news, like earnings of Nvidia. If you haven't seen that, go 2 streams back. We covered it on the stream, and then immediately the entire gains wiped out, except a couple of percent. So will we be able to put in a trajectory from here that looks like this, or will we just come down more? We know that Michael Berry is short with 1.6 billion. We don't know if he has closed it yet. At least I haven't seen anything. How does this affect Bitcoin? Here we go. So we have discussed this range here, right? Oops, sorry about that. We have to discuss this range here for Bitcoin, and we don't want to lose this level of support. But on the other hand, look at this and look at the pressure that is coming from the Nasdaq, because Bitcoin is treated like tech, and we are being sold off just as the Nasdaq up and then just back down. So very interesting correlation here. We are still oversold for Bitcoin here on the RSI. Not as oversold as we've been a couple of days ago, but we're still very oversold. Keep that in mind. So I don't know if it's a good idea to go short here. I definitely will not be. And then this, and this is worrying in my opinion, because look at this. We have, I will just refresh. We have the DXY coming up to test this previous high. Now we are at the same line, right? Now we are at this. It's not exactly the same. So if you, okay, so we are right under this, and on the weekly, right? And this downturn or this downtrend is almost about to get reversed. So that is something that we do not want to see, because obviously there is a correlation between Bitcoin not coming up and this massive, look at the 6 green weeks in a row since Jerome Powell announced that there could be more rate hikes, that inflation is not solved yet, and that all of that and what we see here reminds us obviously of this that I've just shown, right? That inflation might not be solved just yet. So and if this is the case, then yes, then we are looking at interesting times. But also what we could have is that we are getting rejected here on what is being said today, and that we can finally continue this trajectory, right? But we are not sure. We are just observing. We are not making any wild predictions. But we would be very happy if that helps us in this bull run, right? But nevertheless, the halving is coming closer and closer by the day, and with that, excitement and volatility should be increasing by the day. So, and then we are also headed in September. In 1 week, we are going to go into September, and September traditionally is the month where people are coming back into the market after going away in May. So we will see, right? Also, Bitcoin dominance. We lost Bitcoin dominance. We have something for the altcoins. So we lost this trend line. Doesn't mean that we cannot go rallying higher. We have also found support here for Bitcoin dominance. Now we're heading up back up to 50%. I would expect Bitcoin dominance maybe to go to something like this, 54% over the time. But I don't know. Total market cap of altcoins still unmoved. We did not see any bigger moves out here. We only have this pattern here in front of us, and we are observing if we can hold this, because if we lose this, there is a lot of room to the downside for altcoins, right? So this is the entire altcoin market cap. I don't know if it will happen. There's also the possibility to coil up and break out. Again, it can go up, it can go down, we don't know. And with that, also Ecomi is one of these altcoins, and we want to see how Ecomi is doing right now. And there we go. So this is our Ecomi trajectory. We have been turning bullish. For everyone who is here the first time, we have been turning bullish on this channel when this was broken and retested, and I entered here on this level. So that was my plan. I entered here on this back test, and yeah, that's basically, oh, you cannot see this because of the chat, but that's basically what I did. And now we are forming green candles. So we are on the daily chart here, but we are forming green Ecomi candles. Yo, Jordan, what is going on? We are the sleepless crew here, right? Because I mean, Felipe is here, just getting his coffee infusion. Caro is here. So all of these guys that have not been here, or that have been here in the stream yesterday on Danny's channel, 5 hours later, roundabout of sleep, we are here. So we are the sleepless crew. Omicron says, sorry I'm late, just finished pulling out my hair to bridge my tokens. Yeah, that I heard that. And actually, we're going to talk about this just in a second as well, because it's absolutely crazy what's happening with the rewards. Felipe B, what do you think is the new bottom for OMI? So the bottom is, in my opinion, that was the bottom. We know that here must have been the bottom, according to this chart, at least this wick down. So in my opinion, the bottom was 515, at least on Gate.io. On other exchanges, it did not come back down so hard, so it must be something like this here, right? But I think overall it's something like 5.5 or so. Yeah. People are celebrating 0009, but it's still very low. That's absolutely and 100% correct. If you look at the chart, just a second. If you look at the chart overall, right? Then yeah, here's your excitement. So yeah, that's what people are getting excited about at the moment. Obviously, the big question is, why did they get excited about this? Because this looks like a rounding bottom. This looks like exactly like we want to have it, what we want to see. And what we want to see is that even if we get a retracement right now somewhere here, by the way, don't ignore the lines. The lines are from the logarithmic chart, right? But if you see the so if you see this bottom formation going on, this base formation, and you see the volume, right? The volume has been spiking here a little bit more. So if you see this, what you want to see in the end is, even if you get rejected here, that you start accumulating on a level like this and not go back into the trough. That's what we want to see. I don't know if it will happen. Should we get back dumped back down into the accumulation range, obviously there is then a second chance, right? But I don't know if it will happen. It looks just too good. On the other hand, we are overbought already, so don't chase green candles. That's my non-financial advice. Nico's here. Yo, Omicron says, when they drop that sick OMI symbol as collectible, its utility will be party on Jordan's Randy's yacht. Yeah, I hope everyone will have something in that direction. Probably for me that will be enough to come to the yacht with a jet ski, right? But anyways, that's fine. The rest of the crypto market is also there for me. and other things. And I bought another million here, so I'm pretty feeling good about this. Um, I'm a bit surprised we are not at 002 with all the good news. Yeah, I think NFT Hero. I think the reason for why this is we have Omi Utility, which we are discussing in a second, but on the other hand, we do not have uh, what is coming out of that, right? So Omi is the vehicle to purchase or to get MCP points, but we do not have the other side yet, where you spend your MCP points and actually are getting something. And I think um, yeah, that's what you're. I'm a bit surprised we are not at 002. That's why, in my opinion, that's why. Jordan says it's not that low if you doubled and tripled down at 0006 instead of worrying about 0004. NFT Hero says, yeah, I got at 0006 about 15k USD and about 45k USD at 0008. Yeah, I think so. Obviously, Jordan is telling us here that he has said it all along, but the risk of more downside was real. And you always, like, afterwards you're always smart, because I mean someone could have been right here as well when we were saying we're not buying, because there could be more downside, and then here as well, because I mean you can say, and Jordan, don't get me wrong here, right? Don't hate me for this, but you could have been saying this here, 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 and here, and every time you would have a relief rally and you would be right, right? For a couple of moments, right? And if you say it every time, it's like a crash profit. One day you're just saying it, and then and then you're right about the crash, and you said it 8 times in a bull run. It's just the nature of the game, and everyone has their own strategy. So people were accumulating here big time because they thought it's like here because they thought the bottom is in, and here because they thought the bottom is in. But if you see it realistically, everyone who did not buy this, and this didn't have to buy also this, and would be absolutely fine buying in here, because they would be still lower than all of this, right? So you have to see this, that this is a valid strategy to first see a bottom forming and then say, okay, I might not get in at the very bottom, but I sure as hell didn't get in here. So I have all of this as a benefit. I still have better entries than everyone who bought the relief rallies. So that is that is something. I think if you have a strategy like this, stick to it. If you have a strategy like accumulating on a downturn, stick to it. Right? If you are fine with that, if you're comfortable with that, then you stick to it. But yeah, I got some like 100 and something K, very here, like really on the absolute bottom. But and that's thanks to Felipe. But yeah, I think it's not good to chase the big green candle, right? If you go into the weekly, you see it here. There will be a retracement at some point. We just don't know when. There's a little bit more room to grow here. Maybe we can test the 001 and even wick above for a couple of times. But the most likely scenario in a weekly is that we test this, and then that we retrace onto this, and that we retest here, hover, come up, and test back. Something like this, right? If we were to come above, if we don't have a macro crash, then I think this could be happening. So for me, on that retracement, probably if we backtest this and hold this, I'll just go with another 0008 entry, and I'll be very happy with myself, right? So yeah, something like this is imaginable. What's very important is that at some point we take out this high and really perform the reversal, because unless we do that, you could still look at downside, right? Or at least at a steep retracement that is forming then a higher a higher low, right? It's still possible. And if we were about to crash in the world economic, then everything is possible, obviously, right? Philippe B says, then we now know why there is the OMI pump. NFT Hero 60k and Jordan also 15k. Yeah, maybe it's possible. Jordan says, are we keen to do a bet there? Will be a retrace after it breaks 001. It would only be a 3 million OMI bet though. Who is betting? You against me, because then I don't have any OMI left if I lose. Mm. Anyways, I'm not enough of a gambler for that. But the thing is, this I've said this yesterday on Danny's stream, but I want to repeat this. This here is very, very strong resistance, right? This zone between 0014 and 001 basically is very strong resistance, right? Because look at this. So you have this mega weekly confluence pattern here that shows you how big this resistance is. Yeah, Randy loves his bets, but look at how big this resistance is. We have confirmed it with this bounce. We have confirmed it here. We have confirmed it here. And we have it as an overhead resistance. Really, here we have tried to come back above it and failed, right? We have tested here and failed. We came above it and just dumped back down. So this will take, in my opinion, unless we just get back-to-back news, this will take a while to get to break through this, because it's just psychological, so big, and there will be a lot of profit taking from these traders like John's Crypto Therapy and so on. I think that they, by the way, they called this move as well. Yeah, I think it will take a time to get through this. That's what my opinion is. So big question is, will we close the weekly like this, or will we close the weekly even above 001? That will be very interesting, and that will determine how we're looking at it. But overall, it feels good. Yeah. Omicron says, I really think if they could drop collectibles that offer utility IRL, Veve would moon. Example, we get Nike swoosh and you flash that at any outlet and you get 5 to 10% or whatever off Nike collects. Royalties from Veve plus license money and potentially more buys. Yeah, I agree, and I think they have been testing the fidgetals, and I think they will do it not with Nike but with toy companies or so, and how the utility works we don't know, but probably first of all, if you buy a physical you get a collectible, or vice versa. The best would be if you buy a digital collectible on Veve, because then you have to be there first. You buy a digital collectible on Veve, you can go into a store and redeem the physical at specific stores, like they did it with the movie tickets, right? And this would require, if you want that, if you want to buy that physical, they could do it even like only if you have the digital, you can get and redeem the physical. So that would make it very exclusive for collectors, and they have to be on Veve for that. So yeah, very, very, very interesting. By the way, yeah, let's talk about what happened here, right? So this happened yesterday. OMI reward tier season 0 starts now. It's basically a preparation layer for what's really about to come. So Veve collectors who already have OMI tokens in their web wallet will begin earning additional MCP points in the next 24 hours. These points will also contribute to a user's rank and level within the Master Collector program. From now on, collectors who deposit OMI will earn additional MCP points 24 hours after their deposit. So if you are depositing right now, it will take you 24 hours until it starts counting. Reminder, you must convert your tokens to L2 OMI tokens before you can send them to the web wallet. learn more about OMI reward tiers on the thing. We are going to look at it in a second, but first of all, Crazy Dan says, hey PH, when do you think it will retrace back to 0008 a few days or a week? I think it's hard to say, but maybe within the next 2 weeks, maybe. But it's not for sure. Certainly, you can't be sure right now in this environment. Hey Omicron, thank you very much for the $5 Canadian. Appreciate all you do, PH. Appreciate all you do, guys, and especially Omicron. For me, for the community, you guys have been here every day, almost every day on the stream, in the chat, discussing, putting out your thoughts, being bullish when no one else wanted to be bullish. You guys are killing it, and thank you so much for the donation. Obviously, I really appreciate it. Really happy about this. We have 25 people in here, so guys, make sure to smash up the like button as hard as you can to call another 25 people in the chat. Because if you do that, then YouTube is like, hey, there's something going on in this chat, so I have to push this to other people. So other people will get the suggestion when they wake up and look at this. So we have... This is OMI Utility, right? Because right now you're getting points that you will be able to use in the app. And I have not bridged it yet. I think it's in the end, it will not be too crazy if bridging it now or in 24 hours. But obviously, the points that you're getting are absolutely insane. I will cover this in a second. So here's the article about this. Veve Master Collector Program, OMI Reward Tiers Season 0. Veve is delighted to announce that. So you have to have it in a web wallet. This program marks a significant milestone in Veve's commitment to enhancing user engagement, foster loyalty, and introducing token utility within the Veve digital collectible ecosystem. How do OMI reward tiers work? So here we go. OMI reward tiers offer rewards and benefits to users who deposit OMI tokens to their web wallet. And I think that's this already gives a clue. It will not stay with the points, right? Probably you are going to get airdrops and so on. So I'm looking at moving 1 million over to Veve of my OMIs. Because the rest is on a ledger and this one is still on an exchange, so I have to look at this weekend how to bridge this stuff and so on. And as Omicron, I think Omicron said it before, pulling out my hair while it's in the bridge to not do anything wrong there with the OMI tokens. Season 0 will reward those users with bonus Master Collector Program points, which can be spent throughout the app as those features become available. And this will be when it really starts, right? When these features become available where you have to spend or can spend your Master Collector Program points, then it will be very good. Over time, additional features, rewards, and benefits will be added to continue rewarding token holders and Veve collectors. To be eligible for OMI reward tiers, users must ensure OMI tokens are bridged, deposited to layer 2. And there is a guide on the YouTube channel of Ecomi. And if you guys want, when I bridge my tokens, I will probably just take a video and then cut this together, how I did it or how I do it. And how it looks like and where the risks lie. So I can bring probably over the next days I can bring a video out about this. OMI tokens held on layer 1 or outside of web wallets will not be considered for rewards. Obviously, earning points, MCP point rewards in Season 0 will be calculated daily based on the number of OMI tokens in the user's wallet. So apparently it seems that for 1 million OMI tokens, you are apparently getting close to 200 MCP points. Yeah, so users will receive daily points corresponding to the proportion of OMI they own relative to the total reward pool. And this is a very interesting thing. So obviously you can maximum take a share with 10 million OMI, but so if you have a reward, so there are rewards giving out. So let's say you're the only one who has been staking OMI on the app, then your proportion would be getting 100% of this pool. So let's say there is a pool of 1 million MCP points going out every day, and you are the only one that has MCP that has OMI in their wallet. You would get the full pool. Now, let's say someone comes in and also stakes 10 million OMI. You have 10 million OMI. That person has 10 million OMI. You have the same share. You would get half and half. You would have to split the pool now. Now, as more people are coming in, more and more people are taking a share of these MCP points. So not only if you are not bridging your OMI to the Veve app, you are not getting any MCP points, but also you are making the others stronger by leaving more MCP points in that pool to them. So you get the idea, this pool is being redistributed, and the more people are coming in, the less MCP points are being distributed out, and then you have to basically get more OMI also to get more out of this pool, which incentivizes more OMI to get into the app. I'm mostly an OMI XR Marty. Thank you for the $5. I'm mostly an OMI and BTC investor. Question: if OMI is tied to an enterprise with expectation of profit, is it a security? This is a very big question, and this is a question that we have discussed from time to time on this channel, also regarding the SEC case. So first of all, that is only valid in the US, but the US is relevant for us. So the US is making up almost 97% of all crypto volume transactions in the world, apparently. And so, yeah, this is a very valid question. OMI is tied to an enterprise with the expectation of profit. So usually where this is applied to is a stock, right? So for example, a stock is a share in an enterprise, and when this enterprise is working, you are getting revenue. So this would be then, I think it would apply if OMI would grant you a guaranteed percentage of the revenues that Veve is making. So let's say Veve is making a couple of million in turnover or in let's say in just pure gains and revenue, then and they would distribute it with airdrops or with Ethereum or whatever, with stablecoins to OMI holders, then yes, that would be expectation of profit, because you can expect certain recurring profits on the actions of OMI, of the Ecomi company, of Orbis, of Veve, whatever. But that's not the case. That's not the case. So the token is moved to a wallet, and you are getting MCP points for it. And with these MCP points, you can buy something within the app that has a potential value, but could be also without value. So for example, accessories or something like that, could be even the case that you can use them but not resell them, and so on. So I think it's up to the SEC how a utility given token is being, or not up to the SEC, it's up to the judges in the US how a utility token is being ruled and judged on. And yes, I think it's hard to say, but I think it doesn't apply directly to Ecomi in this case, right? So yeah. What is happening with my hairline, by the way? Okay. Okay, but here, the proportion of OMI they own relative to the reward pool. XR Marty says, thank you. I understand what you're saying. This is why I'm also a member of PH. Hey, yo, thank you. And that's true. XR Marty is one of the big channel members that I always have on my screen. So, yeah, thank you for that, man. I really appreciate the monthly support there and the donation that you just dropped. So yeah, I would say, put it like this: more likely than not, OMI is not a security, because there are other. So for example, the SEC. Look at this. There's one more example, and then we continue with this OMI article. Chainlink, the absolute blue chip Oracle project, right? In this project, you're paying the data providers with link tokens for providing clean data. And if you are providing data that is not clean, I think that's also for Chainlink. It's definitely in the graph, but it's also for Chainlink. The stake for becoming a data node, a data providing node, you have to stake, or you have to have Chainlink tokens staked, and they get slashed if you provide shitty data, right? So a system like this, that where people get rewarded for providing data, and then it gets slashed and the value gets increased and so on, and it's all based on a company that allows you to do the staking and providing data, and then you get rewarded back. The SEC hasn't even processed them or labeled them as a security. So Chainlink apparently is not even on their radar, and Chainlink is way bigger. So I think Ecomi is fine for now, and otherwise all of the altcoin market gets wrecked if this is the case. So I'm pretty confident that there will be some other type of solution for tokenized interaction like we have it right now. Okay, there will be no retroactive calculation of points for OMI currently held in web wallets or outside the application. Inactivity. In the Veve MCP, a collector stops earning daily MCP points if they are inactive on the app for 7 days or more. This rule also applies to OMI reward tiers. Active participation in the Veve app combined with OMI token ownership in the web wallet ensures users can fully enjoy the benefits of Season 0. The big question is what is inactivity, but I think that's really if you don't log in for more than a week, you just stop getting MCP points. So yeah, I think that is important, that people cannot load up OMI and then come back in a year and just get the good drops. They have to be active. So yeah, I think that's a good thing. How many OMI do I need for Season 0? For those seeking to maximize their points earned through the OMI reward tiers, accumulating more OMI tokens in the web wallet is advantageous. A higher OMI token balance means earning more MCP points than other Season 0 participants. In saying that a maximum of 10 million OMI tokens are eligible to earn bonus MCP points in Season 0. You may hold more than that amount in your app wallet. However, any amount over 10 million will not earn you additional points. So no point in that. But if you think, so for example, we have 313 billion circulating supply, and we have 10 million maximum that gives utility. So if you have 3 people loading that up, that's 30 million gone. 30 people, that's 300 million gone, and then 300 people, that's already 3 billion gone. No, right? Yeah, 3 billion gone. 300 people, and so 3,000 people would be the circulating supply is gone, right? 3,000 people that are staking 10 million OMIs would be the circulating supply is gone. That's not unrealistic technically, but the price will go up and make it impossible for people to accumulate 10 million OMI tokens, right? And also, the more people that do that, the less you get out of this reward pool, and the less incentivized people are to get these OMI tokens in. But then again, there will be other perks. So yeah, the lockup potential is extremely high, and that's yeah, if you make this calculation, if you calculate this down and you see that probably there are at least, I would say there are, someone said this yesterday on Twitter, I think, that there are 55 people with 10 million on the app, I think, in the wallets on the app. And we will see data coming in the next days, how many people we have in total for that, but that's already 500 million OMI tokens that are in the app. And if you consider that Randy, for example, has 20 million in the app, that is, yeah, then it's a little more than that, right? Yeah. while token holders can move their OMI tokens out of the web wallet at any time, it's important to note that doing so renders them ineligible for MCP point accumulation. Veve invites active users to participate in OMI Reward Tiers Season 0 and enjoy the first benefits of OMI token ownership. By engaging with the Veve app and holding OMI tokens in your web wallet, you can enhance the Veve collectible experience and unlock additional features and benefits as the program expands. That is very, very good. Veve plans to introduce more utility for the OMI token, and additional information will be released as the features become available. So then obviously we have the OMI token portal here where we can learn more about these OMI token features. It's a little bit slow, that portal there right there is that. Okay. Now I have to refresh it again. So it's just accepted all the cookies, right? But there you go. So the Veve Master Collector Program, if you go on this, it's called the Veve Master Collector Program. Tito for 20 GM, everyone, good night to all the knowledge seekers in the world. Patience. Yeah, that's what we are all about. So Veve Master Collector Program, and then here the Veve OMI Reward Tier 0, so it's everything here. And then you have the OUP version 2, and here we have the whole list of perks, right? So this is what's still to come: crypto to gem, OMI to gem, OUP to OUP tickets, the Veve drop waitlist, burn reward points, OMI reward tiers, and then also secondary activities like OMI to NFT, OMI to accessory, P2P OMI to ticket. But OUP tickets is probably the next thing that is coming. So this would be the outlook then. So OUP tickets are a fun way to gamify the Veve NFT experience and are designed to improve your chances of landing a Veve collectible drop. To begin, there are 3 tickets, and depending on the ticket type, they can be redeemed in the Veve waitlist drop system Bronze and Gold, or redeemed at any time during the OMI reward season. They were received in silver, in brackets silver, to cover the cost of OUP buyer transaction fees. Okay. So Bronze and Gold OUP tickets are designed to help you secure a collectible allocation in the Veve waitlist drops. However, you will still be required to purchase the collectible using gems in order to complete the transaction. Okay, so these tickets are going to increase your chances, and you can buy these tickets with, I think, gems and Master Collector Program points. So bronze tickets, and this is where it gets interesting, right? Bronze OUP tickets allow you to secure your favorite collectibles by entering them into the drop waitlist. Each bronze ticket gives you 1 additional chance to land a collectible comic reservation. If you are lucky enough to secure an allocation, you will be prompted to complete the purchase with gems. Bronze tickets can be acquired with one of the following methods: by burning $1 USD worth of OMI tokens based on the market price of OMI at the time of transaction. So look, for example, if you would burn $1, people just burn from their millions of OMIs they have in the wallet to get a ticket, right? So for everyone, it's just a small amount of OMI, no one cares. But in total, you have, look how the system forms now, right? So you have OMI that comes into the app, gets bridged into the app right now. So OMI coming in, and inside of Veve, OMI is generating MCP, and at the same time, for increasing the chances, Ecomi is just reducing at every wallet a little bit, just a little tiny bit. But that's a reduction from circulating supply. That right there is burning from the circulating supply, and just by from your OMI stack. So let's say you're having I don't know, like 1 million OMI in there, and OMI pumps during that time, and you're just spending on that pump from that 1 million OMIs. then and OMI is going significantly up in value, still burning. So this will never re-enter circulating supply anymore. Now, if there's 500 million in the app right now. Not everything will be burned, that's for sure. But let's say people are using up $100 worth of OMI. So at the moment, more than 100,000 OMI for tickets. They will go to the market, purchase another 100,000 and move it into the app just to be on the same level, right? So they grab OMI from the market, put it into the app and start burning parts of it just to get the big collectibles that are coming out. So yeah, so we have as a perk in the OMI reward tiers, redeeming burn reward points, and then also one-time tier progression rewards. All OMI used to acquire bronze tickets sent permanently out of circulation to the reserve wallet to be burned by the sale of Veve NFTs. So I don't know if this is still the case, because I don't know if this mechanic is still going on really, or if it's going to the burn wallet directly now. But yeah, this would be interesting to see how it really goes. Transacting with bronze or UP tickets. So bronze tickets are non-refundable. However, they are transferable. So you can this would be also an interesting mechanic, right? So when OMI is high, you could buy with little OMI burns a lot of these bronze tickets and then resell them to people that don't want to burn OMI, right? So it would be a OMI to ticket to dollar transaction there. They have no expiration and they cannot be traded. Okay, so then I don't know. Okay, but how are they transferable if they cannot be traded? Now I'm confused. They are transferable, so I can transfer them to someone, right? Or what does that mean? Because no expiration and cannot be traded. So can I sell them or can I not sell them? What do you guys think? Will I be able to? Can I OTC transfer them and get money in the real world? Is that a mechanic that I can use? Because cannot be traded. Trading means trade it for something else, right? But on the secondary market, so they cannot be used as a currency on the secondary market. But can I sell the ticket itself on the secondary market? That is now, I don't know. How do you understand this point? I'm confused. Participants may enter as many bronze tickets into each waitlist as they like, but they can only win one collectible allocation per drawing. So it's basically like a raffle where the more you throw in, the higher chances are. All tickets entered into the Veve waitlist drawing are consumed. So even if you don't win, apparently everything's consumed from the tickets. All app users can purchase bronze tickets using OMI tokens. So, and this right there, I hope this is the second mechanic that is coming out. Probably it is. This right there is very crucial, because now let's think about the next step that needs to come with this, because you cannot put out this ticket system if you're not allowing retail users to purchase OMI right in the app. So there must be something where you can click buy OMI, and then you buy OMI for like, I don't know, $50, right? For whatever you have. So you have a dollar equivalent in OMI that you can then use and burn this OMI to get those tickets. So the person that really wants that drop that is not coming, where you don't have it from exchanges, needs to load up from credit card or something like that, purchase some OMI that will come from the big OMI holdings probably of that Veve already has, because then Veve is basically selling that OMI, but it's still going to get burned, right? So and at some point OMI will not have or Ecomi and Veve, they will not have enough OMI tokens anymore, so they have to purchase a new stack to sell on the app, like an exchange maybe, from the secondary market. So very interesting stuff that we are seeing here. And yeah, I think that the fact of the matter that we got this announcement, that we got this first stage of utility, is where this is what I wanted to see. This is what I wanted to see first, and now we are having it. And now the big question is, how will our accumulation zone look like right now after knowing that this utility is coming and that these plans of crazy Ecomi burns are coming. So yeah, I will load up some OMI. Maybe when the tickets come out, I will burn OMI, right? We don't know yet, but and if we retrace, I might be buying another million ohms if we retrace to or if we retrace to 0008, right, on the Ecomi price. So here we also have Mitch. Phew, took a little while, but the important first step has been taken. Token utility on MCP program is now active. If you are participating, please ensure you are bridging your tokens from L1 ETH into L2 before moving it into the web wallet. I call you free now, as you said. Free is saying you can probably sell your ticket on the market for gems. I think they just don't want you to trading 10 tickets for 10 partners. That's just because of money laundering. Oh yeah. I think that's correct. I think so. That would be so. Then it works as I said, that you can, when OMI is pumping, you buy tickets, and when OMI is retracing and people don't want to burn their bigger stacks of Ecomi, you can resell tickets directly to those people. So that gives you opportunities within the OMI app to perform such actions. Very interesting mechanics here, guys. By the way, 30 people in here in this morning. Smash up the like button as hard as you can, because that's very important. We are also going to, I just quickly have to pull up another tweet. I will go full cam mode for that, because I've sent it to myself on WhatsApp. So, but yeah, be ready in 1 second. So here we go. So this is a tweet here from Dorian. And look at this. Wow, my 10 million OMI tokens in the Veve app skyrocketed my MCP points from 238 to 1,968. So probably because not all of the OMI is active that is bridged into the app. So this person gets a very big share right now of the pool. So this is the early staker benefit. Yeah, so smash up the like button for that, right? So yeah, my 10 million OMI tokens. So this guy is a master collector just because of that at the moment. This will go down in rewards, right? This will go down, but for the moment, if you are early with your OMI tokens, you get a pretty big share. So 10 million gives him 2,000 points roundabout, meaning that if I put 1 million into the app, I will get around 200 at this distribution level, around 200 extra master collector program points, which is the equivalent of a little bit less than half of what I'm getting right now. So this is absolutely insane. Yeah, so obviously because I'm longer on the app, this guy has still a long way to go to catch up with my MCP points, because I will share this just with you so I'm getting let me go full cam again, there we go. So without my finger, as I cut my finger, so it looks weird, but don't just ignore that. So how do I do this? Like this. So you see, I'm Diamond 1, I get around 550 MCP points for my collectibles. I have 3,500 MCP points already stacked up. 140 collectibles, 23 sets, 388 comics, and still stacking. So here you see it fully transparent. I will hit level 41 in about a week or so, unless I already bridge my stuff, then I will be there way faster. But I would go up probably from 554 points per day to 700 points per day. Yeah, and that is yeah, that's basically what's going to happen. So very interesting stuff here. With regards to our vaults, so you have probably seen the vault value plummeting, and despite that there is a whale accumulation going on in the collectibles, right? Unfortunately, the VVX tracker today is not working properly. I think it is. It is. Sorry about that. So just to talk a little bit about the vault values here. So my vault has been decreasing by, oh yeah, it has been decreasing by a lot. Like 600, I'm down 600 gems since the enabling of full payout. So people are really, so we will have our maximum seller exhaustion right now. We are going to see an immense dip at the moment, because everyone is trying to sell at the same time, which is why I am scanning the market constantly for good deals, because I think once the seller exhaustion is gone and once these people have been cashing out, that we are going to find a base where we move sideways, just as we had it right now with the Ecomi token, and that from there more and more accumulation is going on. I think that right now it seems insane and OP that when you're loading up Ecomi to the app, but I think it will balance out, and I think still, if you really want to have massive amounts of points, you still have to own a ton of collectibles because of that 10 million OMI cap, right? So yeah, but nonetheless, I will take a look at, I've seen a lot of comics actually coming down quite significantly, especially also secret rares. So I will be using Veve setlist and so on to identify some more opportunities for myself. I have 16 secret rare comics at the moment. I really love the potential upside for secret rare comics as outlined in yesterday's stream. Yeah, I think people will try to lock in their profits right now and try to get out of the holdings that they have at the moment. And especially older collectibles, there are still some that are being sold off. But also on the other hand, people are just buying the dip, right? And at some point, no one is willing anymore to sell, and then we are getting new users, and then the ones that have not been bullish on Veve collectibles, they will be left behind with no stack at all, buying back in when we have already doubled or tripled. But this will take time. I think for us to come back to having a rally, big rally, just not small rallies, but big rallies in Veve, it might take a year. But no worries, we are here. We are going to cover it all. And that's it, guys. I'm exhausted because I did the 1.5 hour stream yesterday with only 8 hours ago with Danny, and now I did the morning stream. So I will call it maybe not a day, but I will be going offline right now, heading out. So guys, make sure to smash up the like button on your way out if you haven't yet. Very important for this channel, the most important metric for this channel. Guys, smash up the subscribe button if you want to be in more of these streams. That is very important, and tick the little bell to always get notified whenever I upload a video. Usually on the weekends I do not do crypto morning coffee, but if there's something crazy, so if this news would have come out on Saturday, I would be going live. And in the future we have to see if we do this every day, also on Saturday and Sunday. But for now we'll keep it on this weekly schedule. And then yeah, what else? Yeah, that's basically it. There will be, stay tuned for videos, stay tuned for on Twitter for more information. And yeah, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great, exciting morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon, and I see you in the next live stream.